And with Bill's report, let's bring in Fix California senior advisor, political analyst, and attorney Katie Zachariah. Katie, thank you for coming on. Fox 11, right here across the street in Los Angeles, writes the following, quoting here, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass on Monday demanded accountability for what they are calling the unlawful detention of U.S. citizens and immigrants by federal agents following recent immigration raids in Los Angeles. She wants to go after federal agents for enforcing the law, the very definition of sanity check, Katie.
Look, first of all, there's the supremacy clause that she decided to ignore by having a sanctuary city, sanctuary state.
Right.
Secondly, her tactic of trying to instill fear and saying they're arresting U.S. citizens. What is happening, and I've checked this across the board with some federal or some police officers and some other people, they are arresting people who are assaulting police officers. And guess what, Trace? They're not deporting them. They're arresting them because they're impeding law enforcement. So Karen Bass is yet again stepping on the toes of our immigration authorities. And by the way, last month, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that the Trump administration could continue doing this.
It's crazy. I want to play some video. If you can, Katie, play this video. It's the no kings thing, right? And you look at this and they keep saying no kings, no kings, no kings. And it's amazing because Donald Trump ran on four things, right? He ran on immigration enforcement. He ran on getting rid of woke. He ran on getting rid of crime, and he ran on fixing the economy. He's trying to do all four of those things, but there it is, the video. But now you have these people, 77 million people voted for him, Katie, and you people in California and everywhere else are like, oh my gosh, this is a monarch.
Well, I first, as many have said, he won 77 million votes. And I like this number, Trace. He's been in office for 4 years, his first term, and 9.5 months. If you do that a comparison, Chuck Schumer, 44 years. Nancy Pelosi, 38 years. Bernie Sanders, 34 years. Maxine Waters, 37 years. These people are lifetime politicians. President Trump is here working as his tail off, to put it in another word that he used, and he's working for the American people as a duly elected president. These protests are I don't even know if these people understand what a king is or a monarchy is, if they are, and they're not for what? They're not for term limits, Trace?
It's crazy. I have to put this on. Gavin Newsom picking a fight with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's got a lot of listeners, so listen.
Like, I probably would have had him on. Yeah. But now I'm like, nah, what are you doing?
There is a fun version where you just do it and cook them, you know?
He'll cook himself.
I mean, that seems to be
all you have to
happening.
do is just ask him questions. Somebody says something bad about California. He's like, #1 in Fortune 500 companies, #1 in higher education, #1. It was all that before you were there. It was all that forever. It's because the weather's perfect, man. It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, he stirred this up by posting stuff, and then he responds by saying, Gavin Newsom, bok at Joe Rogan. That's what he said. He's getting bad advice, Katie.
He's getting terrible advice, Trace. President Trump went on to Joe Rogan's podcast because he knows that he has 14.5 million listeners that like listening to him, that are usually moderate, middle of the road, trying to make a decision. Gavin Newsom picking a fight with Joe Rogan. Gavin Newsom has 200,000 subscribers to his podcast on his show. Look at the vast difference. So he's actually not trying to appeal or bring in new voters. He's straight just clearing the field of anyone that could be moderate and that would ever vote for him, Trace.
Yeah, he's picking the fight with the wrong guy. Katie, great to see you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.